Hello loves, welcome back. Welcome back to my channel. I am excited to share with you 22 things that I no longer buy. So if you're new to my channel, I am super passionate about living intentionally and sustainably and minimalizing my life, not only just to decrease the anxiety and stress in my day-to-day life, but also to increase the health of my family and the flow of my home. I am really focused on keeping things simple and functional. Not only does this create more ease for myself as a mom and a homemaker, ultimately is better for our planet. It is up to us individually to be aware of our own habits and be aware of where it is that we can do better. Now, with that said, everything that I'm going to share with you on this list today, I have approached this one at a time. One of the things that I've learned about minimalism is that it really is easier the longer you do it. The more things that you take off your plate, the less you want to put things back on. Not only has this improved my health, my mental health, my physical health, my family health, increased our finances, just the overall function and flow of our home. And so I really hope that this video inspires you to maybe start making some changes in your own life. So let's get into the list. The first thing that I no longer buy anymore is eggs. We no longer buy eggs from the grocery store. We got chickens last spring. Thankfully, our egg production never really slowed down this winter. That is one thing that I am so grateful for, is just to have an endless supply of fresh eggs right from our own backyard. The second thing that we no longer buy anymore is meat. I am super thankful to have a husband who is a hunter, so we get stocked up with venison every single year. We also buy a quarter to a half a cow of beef from our local farmers, as well as usually a full pig because we love our pork. So for that reason, we don't ever have to buy meat from the grocery store, and I can't tell you what a blessing that feels like. And not only are we supporting our local farmers and our local community, but we also are just not having to have that added expense on a week-to-week basis like we used to. Third thing that I no longer buy is bread. If you've been around for a little while, you know that I am a lover of sourdough. I started learning how to bake sourdough in 2021, and it's just really snowballed into so much more. We eat a lot of bread. So I really wanted to not only cut down on costs, I wanted to make it, healthier and to have a healthier option for my family. The fourth thing we do not buy anymore is prepared meals. Frozen pizza, to-go meals. We do not buy those things. Of course, there are those nights where I haven't really meal prepped and I feel like, what are we gonna have for dinner? But it's in those instances that we're much more likely to have breakfast for dinner, or to have salads, or to make a sandwich. Fifth thing that we no longer buy is fast food. Ever since I got together with my husband about 7 years ago, we don't eat fast food. I was such a Taco Bell girl, loved a good Taco Bell run, but my husband very much is not. And so it was just one of those things that just naturally fell out of my life. I can't tell you the last time we had fast food. Like, I don't even, maybe our honeymoon. It's been so long. The sixth thing that we no longer buy is jam. I have been making jam for our family, I don't know, for the last probably 3 to 4, maybe 5 years. And jam is just one of the things that we just do every summer. And my family goes through a lot of jam. Peanut butter and jelly, it is a staple around here. I'm so glad that I don't have to worry about running out and buying stuff from the store that likely has additives. I just go down to the freezer and I pull out a jar of jam. Seventh thing that we no longer buy is bottled water. I just opt and avoid to not get bottled water. It's just one of those things that I feel like once you're aware of it, once you understand the damage of plastic in the world, that you just try to avoid it like the plague. We bring our water bottles everywhere. I have the same tumbler water bottle that I've had for the last 3 to 5 years. Already it's worn, but like I don't need a new one. I actually have been thinking about getting like one of those attachable filters that you can put on your straws. Anyway, there are just so many other alternatives that you can do when it comes to water that doesn't involve using plastic. The 8th thing that we no longer buy is soda. I used to be such a big soda drinker. If you're an 80s baby like I am, you might have grown up in the soda era. So soda was just like a natural part of my childhood. Diet Pepsi, Diet Mountain Dew, like all of those diet sodas. But early on in my 20s, I really just started to feel the effects of like drinking soda and started to learn about the negative health benefits of drinking aspartame. And so thankfully I started to really wean myself off of it. But a few years ago, we just cut it out cold turkey. The 9th thing that we no longer buy is all-purpose cleaner. Probably about 2 years ago, I started to feel this urge that I wanted to start limiting the toxins in our home. One of the ways that I knew I definitely was bringing toxins in was through my all-purpose cleaner. I now buy Revive Oil, their immunity boost concentrate, and I mix that with some water, and boom, I have my amber glass bottle. That stuff has like lasted me so long. I'm still have almost a full bottle of concentrate. And I know there's a lot of other popular natural cleaning recipes out there that involve vinegar and lemon juice or essential oils. There's really so many options. You can leave some of them in the description box if you are interested. If you're interested in trying that out for yourself, but I really highly recommend it. That's such an easy thing that you can begin with and start with to just switch out your cleaners. The 10th thing that we no longer buy is laundry detergent. This has been one that has been on my want to do list for so long. My mother actually has been making her own laundry detergent probably since I was in high school. I kid you not, it has taken me till probably a month ago. That also leads me to the 11th and 12th thing that we no longer buy, and that is fabric softener and dryer sheets. We have not bought fabric softener in years. I don't think I've bought fabric softener since before I got married. And dryer sheets, I am so thankful that a few years ago, my sister-in-law got me some of those dryer balls, and I love those things. The 13th thing that we no longer buy is plastic toys. Now, this is a hot topic. I can't tell you how many girlfriends and mom friends of mine have come over to my house and are shocked by the small amount of toys that my children have. It's very hard to donate toys. If you are a mom and you've been in this position, you probably likely already know this, but it's very hard to donate toys. They just end up in the landfill. So I knew that I didn't want my kids to have a lot of toys because I didn't want the clutter. I didn't want the stress of maintaining them. Any toys that do come into the home, I try to make sure they are wooden or really sturdy, heavy duty toys that are going to last a really long time, toys that my kids can pass down to their kids. 14th thing that we no longer buy is books. This has been such a game changer. I can't tell you how much money I used to spend every year on books. One of my biggest intentions going into 2023 and 2024 was that I wanted to read more books for pleasure. And instead of going to Amazon and buying a book every month, spending $15, $20, $30 a month, I joined my library and I now get books almost on a weekly basis for free. It's amazing. The 15th thing that we no longer buy is dog toys. I mean, dogs didn't have toys back in the day, did they? I don't think so. We might buy our dogs a rawhide bone once in a while, but even then, we treat things like that as treats, maybe at Christmas time. The 16th thing that we no longer buy is dry shampoo. Man, this one was such a big one. My hair, it being so long and getting so much grease, being a mom and not wanting to shower every other day, it really was something that I stressed about because I felt like nothing really worked as well as my dry shampoo. I heard about using cornstarch for a long time and I just avoided trying it because I just assumed it wouldn't work. Well, let me tell you, it works. I am so thankful that I made the switch to cornstarch because I really have found that a little goes such a long way. And I just feel so much better not having that aerosol can because, again, where is that going? Where is that ending up? It's not recyclable. It's just ending up in a landfill somewhere. It's just a peace of mind knowing that I am not contributing to that anymore. And that leads me to the 17th thing that we no longer buy, and that is hairspray. This is a fun fact, but I actually used to have a pixie cut. And when I had a pixie cut, I didn't use hairspray, I used pomade. It worked so well with my hair. I loved it so much because it didn't make it feel stiff. It held curl, but it was just like very light. It smelled good. It didn't make my hair feel greasy. But somewhere along the way, as my hair has grown out over the years, forgot that that stuff still exists. And so I recently have made the switch back to using this pomade to help hold the curl and texture in my hair without having to use a spray. The 18th thing that we no longer buy is fast fashion. I am so guilty of being that girl that would just go to Target, go to the clearance rack and see what cool t-shirts or crop tees I could buy that week, and just having a closet full of fast fashion. What I mean by fast fashion is trendy, in style wear that doesn't stand the test of time. As I focus on decluttering my home and my closet, I just realized how much I wasn't wearing in my closet. The more I took away, the more I realized how little I actually needed and how little I actually wear. And if I do buy something, I want to buy something that I really love or that's gonna last me a really long time. Number 19 thing that we no longer buy is cable. I haven't had cable since I lived with my parents. So this isn't like a new thing, but it was definitely something we had to think about when we moved into our new home was, do we get cable or do we get a streaming service? My husband and I like to watch a show at night before bed, but other than that, we really don't watch a lot of TV. So we have like Netflix and Disney Plus, and that's pretty much it. And we save so much money in the long run by not having cable. 20th thing that I no longer buy is manicures. This was me. I used to have acrylics. I used to love getting my nails done. It used to feel like it was my treat to myself. It was something I looked forward to. What I found over time was that it was just so much money. I was going every 2 weeks, spending $40, $50 on getting my nails done. And I really started to wonder what all these chemicals I really started to wonder, like, what are all these chemicals that I am dipping my hands into all the time and breathing in constantly? After I had my first son, it just naturally fell out of my life. It just became less and less of a priority. I started to notice more and more the amount of money I was spending as I have stepped more into my homemaking and love of gardening and homesteading. Having nails just doesn't really seem that practical. The 21st thing and number 21 is accessories. I no longer buy heels or, like headbands or different jewelry accessories. I have a collection of necklaces that I have collected over the years, and I have a few pairs of earrings that I rotate through, and I realize that everything else I don't wear. Again, this has all been in stages. As I have just slowly been decluttering over the last 2 to 3 years, it just has opened my eyes more and more to just how little I actually need. I don't wear any shoes. I don't wear heels. I don't wear anything really other than my hunter boots, my Birkenstocks. It just honestly became this like hassle of having to store all these shoes for this whatever dream occasion that I might need them. Gotten them down to like one pair of heels, one pair of flip-flops, of knee-high boots, and like that is all I really need. And finally, number 22 is one-time purchases, one-time use items. I no longer buy things that I'm only going to use one time. I don't buy those things because 1, I don't want to keep track of those things. 2, I don't want to feel the immense pain and guilt that I'm going to feel when I go and throw that item in the trash. So I hope you enjoyed this list of things that my family no longer buys. I hope it inspires you to make a change in your own life, in your own family. So excited to continue this journey of just living with more intention and living a sustainable lifestyle. If you enjoyed this video, I hope that you'll give it a thumbs up. Until next time, I'll see you in my next one. Bye.